Greetings from Costa Rica. I hope you're doing well. This is Matt Rosensteel broadcasting for my first ever live stream here where we're going to be doing a new 360-degree virtual tour of one of my favorite Costa Rica beach homes for sale. I'll admit, this is a first experiment. I've been fooling around with all kinds of gadgets all morning. I'm trying to get my audio running. I hope you can at least hear me today. We're going to be taking a virtual tour of a home right at the beach here in Playa Junquillal. I'm going to try and take the opportunity to give some educational information about homes, how you evaluate property here, what I look for when I'm looking at a property here, and if you're interested in real estate, what you should be considering, the critical questions, etc. If you have any questions, if this house piques your interest, if you're thinking about moving here, do be sure to subscribe to my channel. It's just one click away and it'll make me feel oh so great. I do see the audio sounds okay so far, so we'll go ahead and start our live broadcast. Thanks very much for joining me today. Again, this is Matt Rosensteel here in Playa Junquillal, Guanacaste, Costa Rica, with your live virtual tour of a beachside home today. Like I said, I've been playing with gadgets all this morning, so I just wanted to try and see if I could work in my intro video there. I'm stunned to see that this is actually functioning here on our live broadcast today. I'm going to be giving a virtual tour using a new toy. This is a 360-degree virtual tour with a camera that actually looks like something out of Star Wars. Shout out to Gene Beshin in Iowa watching today. It looks exactly like the droid that Darth Vader sends out to look for the rebel colonies. And I had a couple blank moments there. I'm stunned this is working at all. I tried to work in my intro video there because, like I said, I've been playing with gadgets this morning. Thanks very much for joining us today. My name is Matt Rosensteel, and today I'm going to be guiding you through a new kind of 360-degree virtual tour of a home we have for sale right here in Playa Junquillal. The home has an absolutely ideal location. It's about 175 meters from the beach. My apologies for that brief blackout. I'm playing with software here as I try to learn this. This home, more than anything, is something special because you're located just 175 meters from the ocean itself, but you're on a titled property, which is very special in Costa Rica. The country's coastal protection laws make it so that very little property this close to the ocean was titled. I'm going to transition here to our 360-degree tour. I tried to mention we've got a new toy. This is a camera that looks exactly like the droid from Star Wars that Vader sends out to look for rebel colonies. It's got eyes in every direction. We're going to start at the beach that's closest to the home, and we're going to be able to walk through the property itself, look at every single space. And like I said, I'm going to try and give some educational information and overview about what you might be thinking about looking at a house here. Without further ado, I'm going to transition to the house here. All right. Whoop. I have loaded our tour. At the moment, I'm unable to see your comments, but first of all, I wanted to start out here, most importantly, right at the beach. This is the closest beach access to the home, and it's a place called Playa Boca del Venado. Here we're looking at the beach itself in a 3D perspective where you can see there's not much development down here. Looking back at the beach itself, you've got neighboring condos here. There are 18 at the Las Brisas del Mar development, but otherwise you're on a fairly pristine, undeveloped spot in Costa Rica. Uh, I'm going to go ahead and play for you a video clip of the beach, the waves, etc. For anyone who's suffering through winter weather, this is what you're looking at here at Playa Boca del Venado. So, turning away from the beach, let's take a quick stroll to the house here. I'm going to go back inland. First, let me just show you the location here. In bringing it up on screen, you'll see that the house itself, which is this building right here, is only, as I mentioned, 175 meters from the ocean. Uh, in the virtual video that I just showed you, we were standing right about there, and now we've walked inland here, pulling up to the front of the house. I had also done this in a short video on my channel before. You'll see the beach itself is right down there, and anyhow, let's head towards the house. Now remember, we took this 360-degree virtual tour. The home is rented, people are living inside. It's an actively lived-in property, so it's not absolutely staged. But one of the things you'll notice, this property is very quiet. The residential area in which it's located really doesn't have too much commercial activity. Your neighbors in either direction are mainly private homes. Down the road, you've got that 18 condo development, Las Brisas. And coming up to the property here, you see we've got a garage, which is a rare, wonderful asset to have here in Costa Rica, and the home itself. When I'm approaching a home, and one of the biggest, most important questions facing Costa Rica buyers at this point, definitely the construction style. This home, like many in Costa Rica that were built over the last 30 years, is solid reinforced concrete. You may see a lot of homes nowadays that are built with a steel frame architecture where people also use it's a steel frame with insulated panel wall system that you can sort of snap together. This home, like I mentioned, solid reinforced concrete where you would have rebar running from the foundation all the way up to the roof. We'll take a stroll around the property here so you can sort of see what I mean. To our left, there is a larger parcel of land. Around back here, you've got a neighbor with 2 rental properties back there, the blue homes on that side. And coming around the home here, you can see really there isn't too much construction going on. We're looking up at the 2nd story terrace that we'll be in later. Here we're looking back out towards the beach. I will be sharing the link to this tour so that you can explore the home on your own afterwards, after we're finished with the tour. So now we are entering the home here. If you have any questions as we go through, do feel free to let me know. Again, please do subscribe to my channel, or feel free to send me an email to matt@cbtamarindo.com. Anyhow, coming back to the home itself here, and I realize you all have been seeing my desktop. My apologies. I won't alt-tab back to YouTube again. Coming into the home, you'll see there are bars on the 1st story entrances. This is a simple feature that makes it so you can lock up and leave your home for months at a time. The current owners themselves have left the home unattended for long stretches, and in this area you really don't have to worry about people breaking in, forcing an entry into a place really because the only thing that you really see in terms of security issues are crimes of opportunity where people want to steal gadgets, and with bars on the windows, without much stuff that's easy to steal, you're in great shape. Entering the main level here of the home, we've got the staircase, which would be to our left from the front door, a guest bedroom on this side, the back door that we would have seen around the back of the house, and finally over here, an artist studio that's actually a space that's currently set up with the laundry behind this cabinet, and this area as an artist's studio that could be easily turned into a third bedroom, no problem. Really, you would just have to fill in that wall downstairs. There's a guest bathroom available over by the staircase. So very much this could be a 3-bedroom home, whereas the current owners have this area. They're using it as a artist studio. Now, stepping back into the main level here, I'll go first into, just for reference, we'll step back out of the house. Here's the back side where we walked around previously. The original owners thought about putting a pool in here and sort of structured the house with a great entrance to bring this space into the home if you did build a pool. There isn't currently one over there. We will go over to the guest bedroom here. Everything here is beautifully, you can see the colors have been coordinated with this really joyful sort of earth tone. Spanish-colonial, Mexican, really great colors that fit together. They have concrete bed bases. They have everything absolutely ready to live in. There would be many personal items that the sellers want to take with them, that the renters are taking as well. The home's artwork belongs to the seller and would not be included in a sale, but otherwise this will be a turnkey property. Here we are in the guest bathroom within the bedroom downstairs, and moving back into the main level. We will head upstairs here. The second level is really gorgeous. They have soaring high ceilings, especially on the other side here as we move around. But you can see the theme of the home really done well and brought out in the kitchen. The clay tile, the tiles, the bright color, the huge amount of space on the countertops. This is really a consistent aesthetic home. Again, these bright colors up here. They left open all kinds of spaces for air to move around. And throughout, what I love is that you can see the main structure of this home. Downstairs there are structural beams. Here you've got concrete, your columns, the internal walls, everything is absolutely built to stand the test of time, and the structure itself is monolithic concrete, etc. Another really interesting feature about all Costa Rica homes that you can look at are going to be the ceilings. The most basic ceiling available would just be the tin roof without any kind of insulation underneath. Frequently, you see people with sheetrock or some kind of, just insulation beneath their roof. But here, and in many really nice Guanacaste homes, they've added a chic or hardwood ceiling with hardwood rafters that really make this feel like a Costa Rica home and not something you'd see in the US or Canada. Sorry if I'm giving you nausea here as we move around. The rafters in this house in particular are something like 3 or a bit more than 3 inches thick, and they're, I would say, 8 inches wide. A lot of rafters you see in Costa Rica are more like 6 by 2, 6 by 3, or even smaller 4 by 3 rafters in homes where they only have the zinc tin roofing. Here we're in the master bedroom. Importantly, one thing to note, this house and the area has fiber optic internet connections, making this an incredible place to work and live, as a remote working lifestyle. Here we're in the master bathroom, looking back into the bedroom. And finally, we'll head out into one of the most important spaces of the home. Well, first of all, obviously, here we're looking at the kitchen. The dining room is a really beautiful space at the peak of the ceilings. Here you've got just an enormous amount of space. Small windows along the top would allow you to increase airflow, but really down here you've got so many different openings that you can create that the airflow in this home is always going to be spectacular. And especially with, again, these bars on every single entrance to the house. You can leave openings, you can keep your sliders open at night, sleep with the doors open and have incredible airflow through the house. Let's go out to the most important space, in my opinion, out here, the second story terrace. You've got a grill outdoors, a little sink where a small kitchen essentially, but this porch space is really where you would end up spending almost all of your time, the mornings for your coffee, the evenings for your wine or beer, whatever that might be. This space in particular is just your Costa Rica paradise. Again, you've got tons of air moving through. From here, you can absolutely hear the ocean all day long, and really it's just a comfortable space that stays very cool, given you've got this wonderfully insulated ceiling and everything about the home that keeps air moving and the heat away from it. The shade around the terrace is great. You've got plenty of monkey activity around the area. And again, you are located at this house only 175 meters from the beach. So you head out that driveway we saw, take a left, and you're down there at Playa Boca del Venado, where we started the main part of our video at the beginning of this session. That was our first run through the house. If you're still there, I've been trying to see what's going on with my broadcast. I hope that the stream was able to hold through that. If not, we'll see what the comments and everything that came in from the YouTube channel that suddenly pop into my stream here. If you have questions about this house, please feel free to post them in the comment section. If you have any questions about Costa Rica real estate in general, please do send me an email to matt@cbtamarindo.com. Let me know how I can be helpful to you. I'm still seeing that at least from the stream view, I've got sort of a paused perspective. I hope that we've been able to maintain a stream here so far. Again, I've been working with all these gadgets this morning, trying to get things running here. Great, thanks so much, Gene, appreciate it. Yeah, no, Daniel, Vladimir, Lee, Jack, I appreciate all of you joining me today. Again, this house is listed for $375,000. It's a titled piece of property right next to the beach here in Junquillal. We're located about 30 minutes south of Playa Tamarindo, a major tourism hub where you can get everything you want to find, huge supermarkets, hospitals, private schools, on and on. We're only an hour and 15 minutes away from the Liberia International Airport. Flights are increasing over time. I'm going to put the link in the description of this video, both to the listing of the house itself, as well as the virtual tour so that you can explore the home as well. Feel free to send me an email again. My address is matt at cbtamarindo.com. I'll stay here for 30 more seconds. If anybody has any questions, feel free to let loose right now while I'm just on the line. Otherwise, we'll wrap up our first ever 360-degree virtual tour here of the titled beachside property I just showed. Again, listed for $375,000 right next to the beach, Playa Boca del Venado, which is in the community of Junquillal. Thanks very much for watching this Sunday. I hope you, your family are well. I will look forward to connecting again when we're able to do this more often. And thank you again for watching. Take care and pura vida.